4 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 22 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his right. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to on the side. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he shifts past him. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They hand this off to Harris. Busting free at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Najee Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession, and what do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Farley.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Touchdown, Titans! Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but one play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson forced, and he's going to go down again. Alex Highsmith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. They'll roll him out right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one.